Hello everyone. Today, we're talking about a topic that many of you have asked about, at-home bikini waxing. I know it can sound intimidating, maybe even a little scary, but I'm here to tell you that with the right information and a little bit of practice, it can be a safe, effective, and empowering part of your personal care routine. Taking control of your own grooming can save you time and money. More importantly, it allows you to do things on your own schedule in the comfort and privacy of your own home. It's all about feeling good in your own skin, and this is one way to achieve that smooth, confident feeling that so many of us desire. Many people are drawn to waxing for its long-lasting results. Unlike shaving, which simply cuts the hair at the surface, waxing removes the entire hair from the follicle. This means you can enjoy weeks of smoothness instead of just a day or two. Think about the freedom of not having to worry about stubble or razor burn during your vacation or a trip to the pool. When you learn to wax at home, you are investing in a skill. You are learning to listen to your body and understand its needs. This guide is designed to walk you through every single step, making the process as simple and painless as possible for you. Of course, safety is our #1 priority. The skin around the vulva is incredibly delicate and sensitive, so we must treat it with the utmost care and respect. That's why I've put together this ultimate guide. We will cover everything you need to know, from preparing your skin and choosing the right products to mastering the technique and caring for your skin afterward. My goal is to demystify the process and give you the confidence to proceed safely. We will break it down into easy, manageable steps. You'll learn what to do, and just as importantly, what not to do, to ensure a positive and healthy experience from start to finish. Think of this as your personal coaching session. I'm here to be your guide, providing you with the same advice I would give to anyone seeking to take charge of their wellness. We will focus on hygiene, pain reduction, and achieving those professional-looking results you want. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding the correct methods, you eliminate the guesswork and reduce the risk of irritation, ingrown hairs, or injury. So take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let's begin this journey to mastering at-home vulva waxing together. You can do this. Before we even think about touching wax to skin, we must first understand the area we are working with. This is a crucial step for safety. The term bikini wax is often used broadly, but when we are talking about waxing this area at home, we need to be specific. We are focusing on the vulva, which is the external part of the female genitals. Knowing the different parts helps you know which areas are safer for a beginner to wax at home and which areas are best left to a professional. This anatomical knowledge is your first line of defense against mistakes and will help you navigate the process with much more confidence and precision. Let's look at the key areas. The mons pubis is the rounded, fleshy area right above the pubic bone, often covered in a patch of pubic hair. This is generally the easiest and safest place for a beginner to start waxing. Next are the labia majora, which are the outer lips that extend down from the mons pubis. These can also be waxed at home, but they require more care because the skin is looser. The area that we must be very cautious about is the labia minora, the smaller inner lips. For your safety, I strongly advise against waxing the labia minora or any internal areas at home. These areas are extremely sensitive and are best handled by a licensed esthetician. So, for our guide today, we will be focusing on the mons pubis and the labia majora. This is what is often referred to as a standard bikini line wax, or a more extended bikini wax. You can decide how much or how little hair you want to remove from these zones. Some people prefer just to clean up the sides that might be visible outside a swimsuit, while others may choose to remove more hair from the top and the outer labia. The choice is completely yours. The important thing is to create a clear plan before you start, so you know exactly which areas you will be targeting during your session. It's a great idea to use a handheld mirror before you even start the preparation process. Take a moment to get familiar with your own body. Identify the mons pubis and the labia majora. Notice the direction your hair grows in different sections, as this will be very important when we talk about applying and removing the wax. This simple act of observation is incredibly empowering and practical. It transforms the process from a blind task into a calculated and mindful procedure. Respecting your body's anatomy is the foundation of a safe and successful at-home wax. Proper preparation is not just a suggestion, it is an absolute requirement for a safe and less painful waxing experience. Think of it like a chef preparing their ingredients before they start cooking. Your success depends on what you do before the main event. Your first step should happen about 24 to 48 hours before you plan to wax. Exfoliate the area gently. Use a mild scrub or an exfoliating mitt in the shower to slough off any dead skin cells. This helps to prevent clogged pores and frees up any trapped hairs, which will make the wax grip the hair more effectively and reduce the likelihood of painful ingrown hairs later on. On the day of your wax, the preparation continues. First, you need to ensure your hair is the right length. It should be about 1/4 of an inch long, which is roughly the length of a grain of rice. If your hair is too short, the wax won't be able to grip it properly. If it's too long, the process will be much more painful and messy. Use a pair of small, clean grooming scissors or an electric trimmer with a guard to carefully trim the hair down to the ideal length. Take your time with this step, especially when working on the labia, to avoid any nicks or cuts. Next, it's time for a warm shower or bath right before you begin. This is not just for cleanliness, which is vital, but also to help open up your pores. The warmth softens both the skin and the hair follicles, making hair removal easier and less painful. Use a mild, fragrance-free soap to cleanse the area thoroughly. After your shower, it is critical that you dry the area completely. Pat the skin gently with a clean towel. Do not rub, as this can cause irritation. Any moisture left on the skin will prevent the wax from adhering correctly, so take an extra minute to ensure you are perfectly dry. The final preparation step is to create the perfect canvas for the wax. Some people find that taking an over-the-counter pain reliever like ibuprofen about 30 to 60 minutes before waxing can help take the edge off the discomfort. This is an optional step, but many find it helpful. Right before you apply the wax, you should apply a very light dusting of cornstarch or talc-free baby powder to the area. This magic trick absorbs any residual moisture or oils from your skin, allowing the wax to grip only the hair and not your skin. This simple action can dramatically reduce pain and prevent skin lifting. Now let's talk about the most important tool for the job, the wax itself. When you walk down the beauty aisle, you'll see many options, but for waxing the sensitive vulva area at home, there is one clear winner. I strongly recommend using hard wax. Hard wax is different from soft wax, which requires cloth strips for removal. Hard wax is often sold as small beads or pellets that you melt in a dedicated wax warmer. It's designed to be applied to the skin, where it cools and hardens, essentially becoming its own strip. This makes it much more suitable for the delicate, contoured landscape of the bikini area. The reason hard wax is superior for this job is because it is formulated to adhere primarily to the hair, not the skin. This is honestly a game changer for sensitive areas. When you pull it off, it is pulling the hair with minimal stress on your delicate skin. This significantly reduces the pain level and lowers the risk of bruising, tearing, or lifting the skin, which can happen with strip wax if the technique isn't perfect. For a beginner learning to navigate the curves of the labia, this built-in safety feature is invaluable. It gives you more control and a much larger margin for error, which is exactly what you need when you are starting out. You will need a wax warmer to use hard wax. Please do not try to melt the wax in a microwave or on the stovetop. A dedicated warmer is essential for safety and effectiveness because it keeps the wax at a consistent, optimal temperature. If the wax is too cool, it won't spread properly. If it is too hot, you risk seriously burning your skin. Always test the temperature of the melted wax on the inside of your wrist before applying it to your vulva. It should feel warm and comfortable, like a warm bath but never hot. This simple test can prevent a painful and dangerous injury. So, to be very clear, you should avoid soft wax and pre-made wax strips for your vulva. While those products can work well for larger, flatter areas like your legs or arms, they are too aggressive for the bikini line. They stick firmly to the skin and can be very difficult to manage around curves. Using them in this area, especially as a beginner, greatly increases the risk of irritation and pain. Investing in a small wax warmer and a bag of quality hard wax beads is the smartest, safest, and most effective choice you can make for your at-home waxing journey. You've prepared your skin and your wax is at the perfect temperature. Now it's time for the main event. This is where your focus and technique will pay off. Grab a wooden applicator and dip it into the melted hard wax. You want to get a small, manageable amount on the tip. Working in small sections about 1 inch wide and 2 to 3 inches long is key. Apply the wax to your skin in the same direction that your hair grows. Use firm but gentle pressure to ensure the wax fully coats the hair from the base to the tip. Leave a slightly thicker edge at the end of the strip to create a lip that will be easy to grip for removal. Once the wax is applied, you need to wait for it to set. This usually takes about 30 to 60 seconds, but you should follow the specific instructions for your brand of wax. The wax is ready when it is no longer tacky to the touch and has hardened into a flexible, plastic-like strip. This waiting period is crucial. If you pull too soon while it's still soft, it will be messy and ineffective. If you wait too long, it can become brittle and crack. Use this short time to take a deep breath and prepare for the pull. Staying calm and focused will make the whole process smoother. Now for the most critical part, the removal. Hold your skin taut with one hand. This is non-negotiable. Pulling the skin tight creates a firm, stable surface and dramatically reduces the pain of the pull. With your other hand, grip the little lip you created at the end of the wax strip. In one quick, fluid motion, pull the strip off in the opposite direction of hair growth. It is very important to pull parallel to the skin, not straight up away from it. Think of it like ripping off a bandage. Hesitation will only make it more painful. A fast, confident pull is the most effective and least painful way. Immediately after you pull the strip off, place the palm of your clean hand firmly on the just waxed area. Applying this gentle pressure for a few seconds can work wonders to soothe the initial sting. The nerve endings in your skin get overwhelmed by the pressure sensation, which helps to distract them from the pain message. This simple trick can provide instant relief. Continue this process, working in small, methodical patches, until you have removed all the desired hair. Never apply wax over the same area more than once in a single session, as this can cause severe irritation or damage to the skin. Congratulations, you've done the hardest part, but your work isn't quite finished yet. Proper aftercare is just as important as preparation for ensuring your skin heals beautifully and stays smooth. The first thing you should do is gently cleanse the area to remove any lingering wax residue. Use a specially formulated post-wax oil or a simple natural oil like jojoba or almond oil on a cotton pad. Avoid using alcohol-based products or harsh soaps, as these will sting and dry out your now very sensitive skin. The oil will not only remove the wax, but will also help to soothe and moisturize the area. For the next 24 to 48 hours, your skin needs to be treated like a baby's. This means you must avoid certain activities and products. Steer clear of hot baths, saunas, swimming pools, and intense exercise that causes a lot of sweating. These activities can introduce bacteria into the open follicles and lead to irritation or infection. You should also avoid wearing tight-fitting clothing or synthetic fabrics like nylon or polyester. Opt for loose, comfortable cotton underwear and pants to allow your skin to breathe and prevent friction, which can lead to uncomfortable chafing and bumps. To further soothe the skin and prevent irritation, you can apply a calming product. A pure aloe vera gel is an excellent choice for its cooling and anti-inflammatory properties. You could also use a fragrance-free, gentle moisturizer or a product containing ingredients like chamomile to calm redness. Avoid any lotions or creams with heavy perfumes, dyes, or exfoliating acids like AHAs or BHAs for at least 2 days. Your goal is simple: keep the area clean, cool, and calm. This will promote quick healing and help you achieve that perfectly smooth result you were aiming for. Finally, let's talk about long-term maintenance to prevent those dreaded ingrown hairs. About 2 or 3 days after waxing, you can resume gentle exfoliation. Using a soft washcloth, a mild scrub, or a chemical exfoliant with salicylic or glycolic acid 2 to 3 times a week will help keep the skin clear and allow new hairs to grow back without getting trapped. Remember that consistency is key. With this mindful aftercare routine, you can enjoy the beautiful, long-lasting results of your work and approach your next session with even more confidence and skill. You've got this.